Hey guys, welcome back to the Rough Cuts Garage. Today we're going to be replacing the coolant on our 2010 Honda XL700V Transalp. So this is the coolant that we're going to be using today. It's Putoline brand. It is a ready-to-use mixture of 1-to-1 or 50-50 of deionized water and coolant, and it is suitable for most motorcycles, including the Transalp. So as you can see here, I've already removed the side cowls. I'm currently doing another job that requires the removal, and I figured this would be a good time to replace the engine coolant. You are only going to need to remove the right side cowl for this job, and we're going to have to remove the engine cowl as well. So after you remove the engine cowl, you're going to come over here to this side, and you're going to undo the radiator cap. I'm just going to leave it on there loosely so that debris doesn't get into it. Okay, so now we're going to come under here, and we're going to undo this drain bolt. Okay, so the next step is to come over here to the reserve tank, and underneath here, we're going to remove this hose clamp right here and drain out the reserve tank. Now the factory service manual calls for removal of the tank so that you can flush it out with water and whatnot. I'm not going to elect to do that. I'm just draining the coolant and replacing it. Okay, so that there is the reservoir tank empty. We'll now pop this hose back on. Yeah, so there it is back on. All right, so the next step is to now come back up here to the radiator, and then we can start refilling. Okay, so right here we're on the left-hand side of the bike again. We're going to be opening up this cap and filling up the reserve tank. You can see it's just at the upper line there, and you got to make sure that the bike is level when you're doing this. So just to recap here, we've got the radiator cap on, we've got the reservoir cap off, we've topped it up to the upper level. Now we need to start the bike, let it idle for 2 to 3 minutes, blip the throttle a few times, and then shut off the bike, and then we can top up the radiator. You can see in there the coolant level has gone down into the radiators. So now we're going to top this up to the filler neck, put the cap back on, and then we'll go throw the reservoir cap back on. You can see it's just under the upper line here. Right, so the final step would be to replace any fairings or other accessories that you might have removed prior to conducting this job. That there sums up the replacement of the coolant on a 2010 Honda XL700V Transalp. Hope this video helps, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.